Big Dub 360.
Okay, this is my first on-camera video, and to anyone who's gonna come on here and make fun of my voice, just know that I am currently on a machine that helps me breathe. And if all you're gonna do is make fun of my voice, please leave the video. Now, for anyone else who's still watching, this is my first on-camera video. What I'd like to do first is to all the TNA haters, the WWE fanboys, the WWE marks, who believe that the WWE can do no wrong, that TNA does nothing but wrong. A lot of people want to make the excuse. The reason they don't like TNA is because they have guys on there like Sting and Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair and Kurt Angle, a lot of guys, Scott Steiner, a lot of guys that either older or came from the WWE and are taking away the spots from the homegrown talent like AJ Styles, Gazillion, Samoa Joe, and Bill Mike. What I have to say to that is that the fact of the matter is, before Sting and Hogan and Flair and all those type of guys came into TNA, I should say, TNA was relegated to, I think it was Fox Sportsnet, an hour show on I'm not sure what the rating is. I don't follow ratings, but not a lot of people that I know that are wrestling fans watch it. I may be wrong, but that's my opinion. But they were only an hour show, and the way they taped the episodes, well, they taped them to where the storylines didn't go through every single week. It was like 1 week they had Abyss fighting Christian, and then you had to wait 2 weeks to see what happened between them. And then they went to Spike for 1 hour, and they started building steam. But the only way they built steam was that they had the guys come in. They were able to pull in talent from not only the WWE, but they were able to pull in mainstream talent that people knew to get people to watch the show, which got them 2 hours on Spike TV where they are now. Until Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff showed up, TNA was a good show, but the storylines were lacking. But the storylines only got better, in my opinion, once Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff came in to sort of steer the ship in the right direction. They don't have as much power in TNA as people like to think they do. They give ideas, they give suggestions, and it's up to Dixie Carter and TNA to take those suggestions. Eric Bischoff himself has said he is not an employee of TNA. He runs a advertising firm that helps TNA in advertising and production and what have you. He's not running the show. He's simply helping it get noticed. Now, everyone likes to say the reason they don't like Hulk Hogan is because don't like him now is because he can't wrestle. Well, he's not wrestling. That's why he's not wrestling. He's not in the ring. He's not competing in the ring. He only put on the tights 1 time, and that was the very first show that he was on. No, that may have been the second show he was on, but it was only 1 time. From that point on, he's been like the Vince McMahon or the Teddy Long of TNA. He's only running the show on TV with help from Eric Bischoff and Ric Flair. Flair is only a manager. He's not wrestling on a regular basis. And as for Sting being the world champion, in my opinion, that was only to get recognition for the company. You see, the icon known as Sting And every professional wrestling fan, especially an 80s, 90s wrestling fan, knows who Sting is. Whether you watched WCW once or twice in your lifetime, you know who Sting is. You recognize his face. You recognize the name. So, that's my opinion on that. And for everybody that says TNA doesn't give the homegrown talent or a chance, or they don't, or they're using the older guys and keeping younger guys down. Well, I watched Slammiversary, and I will be doing a review of Slammiversary. From what I saw, Slammiversary showed that they are not in any way keeping the young guys down. They made Ken Anderson the new world champion. We have Bill Money, Gun Money now as tag team champions. On Impact, we have Samoa Joe going head to head with Rob Van Dam. On the Slammiversary, we had Samoa Joe and Crimson. We had Matt Morgan and Scott Steiner. Morgan beat Scott Steiner. Morgan's not technically a homegrown talent, but he got nothing in WWE. The TNA's made him a monster. Now, I decided to make this video for two reasons. Number one, I wanted to make a video to begin with, but I just got my camera hooked up. But number two, I wanted to make it because I got called out by Mitch, the Gurus of Greatness. Mitch, the Guru. Guru of Greatness. Wrestling Guru, whatever you want to call yourself. I call you Mitch the Bitch. And your old buddy Jared, it's a jabroni. That's what I call him, Jabroni Jared. They act like I don't know what I'm talking about when I put a comment on a Twitter account saying that I didn't think it was right for Booker T to take a match that could have been used for an active roster member instead of a guy who has been back for a couple months since January and has done nothing since except be a commentator and a mediocre to crappy commentator at that. When Michael Cole can make you look like the biggest douche out of a three-man team, there's something wrong with you, Booker. Also, I think that match could have gone to someone else. Let's say Zack Ryder, who wasn't even used in his own hometown, his own city, Long Island, last week. Zack Ryder could be a not a main event, well, not a headline main eventer, but he could be an Intercontinental U.S. Championship caliber superstar if given the opportunity. A lot of people are gonna say I'm wrong about that, but I think the only reason that people don't see that, not everyone sees that, is the fact that WWE has not gotten fully behind Zack Ryder. Also, along with Zack Ryder, there's Drew McIntyre, there's Kofi Kingston, Kurt Hawkins, Evan Bourne. A lot of these guys are stuck on superstars. That's why Zack Ryder created his own Internet World Championship, because that's where superstars is now. It's relegated to Internet, and all the superstars that are on there are stuck doing that without getting any real push. And Mitch, you'll understand why I stick up for Hulk Hogan the way I do. Well, I'm gonna put some pictures in this video. First, of me and Ted DiBiase. Yeah, I met him before you did. And second is me and Hulk Hogan. This is from around, I say, I was about 4. I'm 26 now. Nearly, almost 27 in August. Now, I was 4 years old. I was one of the biggest Hulkamaniacs. I've gone through so much in my life. You wouldn't even begin to understand it. Hulk Hogan was my hero. For professional wrestlers, well, like gods among men to me. And Hulk Hogan was the biggest one of them all. I don't care who you are, what you say. Hulk Hogan is, in my eyes, he may not be the greatest technical professional wrestler in the world, but he is one hell of an entertainer. He is one of the greatest entertainers in the world. He is the reason professional wrestling is so well received wherever it is. He's the reason that it's gotten the recognition that it deserves. So that's my whole reasoning. And Mitch, he called me out. I answered. And if you ever want to call me out again, I'm more than happy to answer your call.